Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Dirain and today we continue diving into the drama and novel Lost You Forever, comparing the two versions of the story. If you missed previous parts, I highly recommend checking them out before you continue this video. And if you don't want to miss my next videos, subscribe! As you remember, Xiao met with Tu Shenjin, and in both versions of the story this meeting was filled with romance and sweetness. Lovebirds were interrupted by the very concerned brother, who probably thought that his sister was doing inappropriate things with an engaged man and rushed to help her come back to her senses. Xiao comes back to the palace and decides she has to put an end to Anyan's sneaky tricks and show her that she can fight back. Both the novel and the drama show this sequence pretty much the same, apart from a couple of details. For example, in the novel, Xiao says that she and Changquan are blood-related, when she explains why he will take her side if Anyan hurts Xiao. In the drama, she says, deep down, you know who is more important in his heart. So once again, the drama tries to avoid the incest. We also see that not everything is running smoothly between Tu Shanhou and Fengfeng Yiying. First they cuddle, but then Yiying finds a handkerchief, most likely embroidered for a lover. Tu Shanhou tries to brush it off, but Yiying storms out in angry frustration. Of course, we didn't see it in the novel, and of course it is a usual thing for the drama to expand on the supporting characters a bit more, to give them more development and to make the audience care a little bit more. For the story to come, it also seems appropriate and right to show their quarrel, in my opinion. Considering how they ended up, it's clear that these two weren't a perfect couple. Back to Xiao, who went to meet Tu Shenjin before he departed back to Qinqiu. His servant told her that Jin went shopping with some friends, so Xiao also went shopping and hoped to meet him. After some time, she met not just Jin, but the whole company, including Changquan, Xingyue, Yiying, Fenglong, and Tu Shanhou. They went to one of Xuan's wine shops and then rowed a boat in the novel, and they just skipped the wine shop completely in the drama and went straight to the boat. Also, in the novel, Xiao got punched in the face by Anyan, so she didn't take her veil off. Even with the veil covering her face, Xiao attracted Fenglong's attention. He took care of her at the table and was very gallant. And Tu Shenjin once again was put in an awkward position when Fenglong asked Yiying to shut him up. I'm not sure what exactly did he mean, but definitely not what he got. Eventually, most of the company got drunk and started jumping into the water to swim. Xiao and Tu Shenjin were left on the boat alone. In the drama, we get a short glance from Changquan before he jumps into the water with Xingyue. He sees Jin get closer to Xiao and we can clearly understand that he wants to stay and separate them, but he has to consider Xingyue. And then we also get another moment with Hou and Yiying, where we learn how they met and see that Hou is using different methods to get to Jin, even seducing his mates. Jin and Xiao talk. She once again reminds him that he is engaged, and he reassures her that he will cancel the engagement as soon as he gets home. He also admits that he knows she deserves better, nevertheless, he just can't let her go. Then in the drama, he promises to send her green plum wine as a sign that he misses her. Everyone starts getting back to the boat, and we see Tu Shanhou jumping out of the water with a blood-stained stone in his hand. In the novel, he rode a demon fish around the boat, but as usual, these kinds of scenes require CGI, so it wasn't in the drama. According to the novel, almost a year has passed between that boat ride and the letter Xiao wrote to the Yellow Emperor. In the drama, though, not a hint about the time gap. However, the drama shows us the Yellow Emperor listening to the letter's contents and discussing the proper way to receive the Princess of Shaolin. And we also get to see the 5th and 7th uncles, who don't seem particularly pleased with Xiao visiting her grandfather. One of her cousins even says that as soon as grandfather dies, she won't be able to freely enter Xi'an. These small scenes aim to show us what kind of atmosphere awaits the siblings after they arrive and establish that Changquan will have a hard time even surviving in Xi'an, not to mention taking the throne. I absolutely love the fierce Xiao in this sequence. She knows what she wants and she goes for it, leaving her uncles and cousins no choice but to let both her and San Quan inside. She understands her power as the oldest princess of Haolin and pulls exactly the right strings to show her relatives she may have been absent, but she is a noble woman with two powerful rulers behind her and a very powerful lineage as well. The drama Xiao goes even further with her fierceness, and during the meeting with the Yellow Emperor hints that her grandmother married the wrong man. In the novel, it is the Yellow Emperor himself who says that Xiao's grandmother chose the wrong husband. While Xiao and San Quan reminisce about their past and enjoy their comeback, the uncles are up to something. And at the Tushan manor, the tension between two brothers is also growing, with Tushanhou boldly stating that without Jin, he would be the best. So the best compensation Tushanjin can offer him for years of suffering is to completely disappear. San Quan plays tea with his grandfather, and they have a little bonding moment. In the drama, the Yellow Emperor asks San Quan if he hates him for being negligent for so many years. This question was not in the novel, as well as the Yellow Emperor praising San Quan for the good game at this particular point. Later, Xiao also asks San Quan if he hates his grandfather, and San Quan explains that he can clearly see why the Yellow Emperor was doing all he did. We already see that San Quan understands the sacrifices to be made as an emperor, and he accepts them. After Xiao asks him if in order to become the emperor he has to become as cold as their grandfather, San Quan quote-unquote reveals that he has been using Xiao to keep Jin at his side. The story once again emphasizes that Tushan Jin was doing a lot for San Quan only because of Xiao. Speaking of Jin, he tries to cancel the engagement, but as soon as he even dares to say anything, his grandmother rejects him and appeals to the fact that Yiying has been helping her manage the household and that the cancellation will only bring dishonor to both families. Desperate, Jin says he will give up his title, which makes the granny faint in anger. The scene is cut to Fanfang Yiying looking at the pendant Tushanhou made for her from that demon fish core. Her maid rushes in to tell Yiying that Jin was trying to cancel the engagement. And then we cut to Tushanjin sending Xiao the wine. Like, what's with the granny now, you heartless bastard? She passed out and you went to send wine to Xiao immediately? The editing choice is rather strange here. I don't know, maybe they had some more scenes in between that and had to cut them. But editing aside, something is fishy with the wine bottles that Jin was about to send to Xiao. So of course he needs to stop sending them for the time being and investigate the matter. And naturally we cut to Xiao looking at the empty wine bottle, disappointed that Jin doesn't send some more. The novel shows us no Tushanjin, but shows us Xiao and San Quan paying respect to their dead relatives and then heading to Xuanyuan Castle. In the drama this will happen a little bit later. And here we get one of the most perfectly shot and edited scenes in the whole drama, and I love the scene so much. San Quan leaves Xiao alone in a dancing hall. Xiao goes to look around and hears one man, who is actually one of her cousins, ordering the dancer to go serve someone. The woman wants to argue at first, but seeing the client's face, she immediately turns red and eagerly goes with him. The man wraps his arm around her and they start moving upstairs. Xiao feels that the man is familiar, but she cannot wrap her head around it until he comes closer and she can see his face clearly. Xianlo, she thought to herself, but the man wasn't exactly like Xianlo. In fact, he was nothing like Xianlo apart from his face. His hair was black, unlike Xianlo's pristine white. He wore the finest clothes and had a spark in his eyes. It couldn't be the cold nine-headed demon snake. While Xiao just stared at him, the man simply brushed over her with a short glance. It almost seemed like he looked through her. The other man was interested in Xiao, thinking that she was one of the workers here. Now in the drama we see that it is this mysterious man who looks like Xianlo who saves Xiao and tells his companion that she's a client in here. In the novel it was one of the dancers. In the drama, the cousin also says that no one is able to cherish beauty as much as that mystery man, which doesn't happen in the novel. Also, this scene where Xiao wants to follow the man wasn't in the novel, but I like it so much. It is as if Xiao is drawn to that mysterious stranger, and it actually makes a lot of sense. Xiao, still under the impression that the man she just saw is Xianlou, asks Canquan if he has ever seen Xianlou's real face. Rumor has it he has not only 9 faces, but also 81 different forms. Canquan actually doubts that it's true because otherwise Xianlou wouldn't have to wear a mask every time he's with other people. With that, we have come to the end of this video. I hope my analysis brought you joy and made you see something differently, or simply reminded you of the beauty of the novel and its complex view of the main characters. Thank you for watching till the end, leaving a like and commenting. Stay healthy, happy and take care of yourselves. Till the next video!